Take a look at a modern pine forest. Notice how the trees stand in perfectly straight lines, evenly spaced, parallel, man-made. We are told these forests were planted for lumber or to protect the soil. But that is a lie. The government didn't plant the trees to save the land. They planted them to cage what lies beneath it. I worked as a drone surveyor for the National Forestry Service for 6 years. My job was simple. Map the grids, check for illegal logging, and monitor the borders of Zone 4, a vast, restricted pine plantation in the Pacific Northwest. No one was allowed inside. No hikers, no hunters, not even the rangers. It started with the audio feeds from my drones. A healthy forest is loud. Birds, insects, the rustle of small animals in the brush. But inside the parallel pine rows, there was absolute silence. The microphones picked up nothing but the wind. No birds nest in those branches. No insects crawl in that soil. The forest was dead. Or rather, it was waiting. One evening, a high-end thermal drone glitched and crashed deep inside the restricted zone. I was stupid. I didn't want to lose the expensive equipment, so I ignored protocol. I climbed the chain link fence and stepped into the grid. Walking into a man-made pine forest feels like stepping into a house of mirrors. Every corridor looks exactly the same. Turn left, and you see an endless hall of brown trunks. Turn right, and it's the same geometric nightmare. 10 minutes in, I lost my orientation. The thick canopy blocked the sunset, plunging the forest into a cold, grey twilight. That's when the ground began to vibrate. It wasn't an earthquake. It was rhythmic, like a colossal pulse deep beneath the pine needles. With every thump, the trees around me subtly shifted. They were moving, narrowing the straight corridors, closing the geometric lanes behind me. Panic set in. I turned around to sprint back to the fence, but the path was gone. Where there was a clear line 10 seconds ago, there was now a wall of solid wood. The trees weren't individual plants. They were extensions of a singular, massive underground organism. A predatory wooden cage. Through the thick fog, I saw the drone's wreckage. But it wasn't alone. Standing over the broken plastic was a figure. It was terrifyingly tall, its body made of twisted, pale pine bark and dry roots. Its limbs were unnaturally elongated, mimicking the straight lines of the trees. It had no face, just a vertical tear in the bark that pulsed with a faint, sickly green light. It turned toward me with the sound of snapping branches. The forest hummed. The roots beneath my boots began to tighten, wrapping around my ankles like wooden handcuffs. It wasn't trying to scare me. It was digesting me. The entire grid was a stomach. I managed to pull my foot free, leaving my boot behind, and ran blindly through the shifting maze. I only survived because I stumbled into an old concrete maintenance bunker left by the original planters. I am writing this from inside the heavy iron doors. Outside, the trees are scratching against the concrete. They are rearranging themselves, waiting for me to step out. If you ever drive past a pine forest, if you see those perfectly straight, unnatural rows of trees stretching into the dark, do not stop the car. Don't look into the corridors. There is a reason nobody goes into the pine forest anymore. Once you step into the grid never lets you out.